Hi YouTube. Today we're going to be looking at a weapon light. And before I get into the weapon light, this weapon that I have, I'm going to show you that there's nothing in it. So nobody gets shot through the camera. So we're going to be looking at a Surefire X300 Ultra. And I'm going to remove it from this gun real quick. We'll talk about the gun later on. But I'm going to remove it here and we'll tell you a few things about this thing. Alright, so this is a Surefire X300 Ultra. This is what they call the Model B. Now, the Model B, the difference in it, I know it's really confusing from the Model A and the Model B and all that stuff. The Model B is the one I chose because it has this thumb screw right here on it. And that's how you remove it from the weapon. You just loosen this with your thumb, and then you can take like a shell casing or key or something and just crank it down a little bit to make sure it's tight. Now, one of the things I want to talk about this thing is something I've covered in other products that I've showed you. This thing is very counterfeited, and I found this out. Very counterfeited. There's Chinese knockoffs of this thing, and you can buy it for like $30. And apparently, in the Gucci locker world, people will go buy a counterfeit Surefire just so they can put Instagram pictures up there that says they have a Surefire light on their gun. And boy, I'm glad I don't live in the world where I have to impress somebody by what kind of product I have. But anyway, this one is not a counterfeit, and I can show you a couple things to look for when you're looking to buy a Surefire light, because I guess there is a lot of counterfeiting one going on. First thing you need to look at is this battery release switch. It has these little bat wing guards around it to keep it from accidentally getting pressed and opening up. All the counterfeit ones I've seen, this battery compartment release switch extends down below that, which pretty much makes these guards serve no purpose. So that's one thing you got to look for with that. The counterfeit ones look pretty good. I think they don't have the actual barcode in here on it, or if it is, it doesn't look like it really does anything. I don't know that the real one does anything, but I know it is there. The battery compartment itself, this thing's kind of hard to get open sometimes, but let me get this open. So when you open up the battery compartment, actually stamped on the circuit board, it'll say Surefire. On the counterfeit ones, it won't be on the circuit board, it'll actually be on the little sticker thing there. So that's another thing you can look for. Also, the way this thing operates, I mean, it's just obvious. The way it closes up tight, it makes this thing waterproof. You can submerge this thing in water and it will work. And the positive clicks of the switch here, the counterfeit ones won't work that good. But anyway, if you want to buy a Surefire light, do it. They're awesome. But don't go buy, like I've told you with everything else, with the Rolex watches and all the other stuff I showed you that's been counterfeited. Don't buy some knockoff junk to impress somebody else. Nobody cares what you have. It's what you want, and these things are worth what you pay for them. They're very rugged, they're waterproof, they're very bright and all that, and I think they're worth the money. But not everybody thinks like I do, so maybe you don't want to buy it. These things are 100% American made, and I think that's worth my money to buy this thing. But don't go buy a knockoff. And I've seen a couple YouTube videos where people said, well, I'm just going to buy this $40 one, and it says Surefire on it and does the same thing, it lights up. Well, that guy's an idiot. Don't be an idiot. If you want a Surefire light, buy it. If you don't want to spend that kind of money on a flashlight for your weapon, a weapon light, then buy a reputable brand. But don't go buy some Chinese knockoff thing that's you're lying to the world, which means you lie to yourself. Liars can't be trusted, and if you put something fake or buy counterfeit items, you're a liar. But one of the other things to look for is, and I never do this, but look for the packaging. This is the packaging that the Surefire will come in. If it comes in some fancy plastic case, it's probably a counterfeit. This is what this one came in. This one was actually bought from a authorized Surefire dealer. The Model A ones, the ones that have the little A on them, they have like a quick release thing, like you squeeze together. But from what I've seen, they fit real loose on the weapon when you put it on there, and I don't know, you have to put all kind of crap in there that I don't want to deal with, and adapter things. This thing just goes right on. But this is an awesome light. It's worth the money. It is not cheap. So anyway, I just wanted to show you off, tell you that they do counterfeit these things, and this is a good light, and it's worth taking a look if you're looking at getting a quality light. I'm going to show you how I attach this on. I have this attached to my FN 545, which I gave you a brief rundown of that before, and I'm going to give you a more rundown of it when I get it completed, everything I'm going to do to this thing. But basically it just goes on the Picatinny rail like this, and you just tighten it up with your thumb. Falls right into place. I think I loosened it too much, but it's on there, and now no wiggling around. The counterfeit ones will wiggle around, and you can tell that it doesn't fit right. This thing goes right on. It's awesome looking. It works great. It's got real positive tactile controls, and it's got a momentary switch. You just press it with your thumb and it goes off momentarily. But awesome light. If you're going to buy one, buy a real one. Make sure it's real. This is one of the few things that I'm going to tell you not to bargain hunt online for. Just go to an authorized dealer. Whatever they cost, they cost. If you want one and you don't have the funds to do it right then, just save for it and get the real one. There's no bargains in quality stuff. Just like I've told you before with different things, if you're getting a good deal that's too good to be true, well, it's too good to be true. You're probably buying a counterfeit. But anyway, folks, Surefire X300 Ultra. Really awesome light. Thank you very much for watching my video, and you folks have a great day.